Yeah, coming up, I like to watch guys, Devin White, one of my teammates now, Levante, David, one of his teammates that he used to have, and a lot of guys across the league, Fred Warner, guys that I feel like are three-down linebackers, guys I want to imitate my game after being a three-down guy, and just having one of those backers you don't have to take off the field. He can cover, he can blitz, he can, fit in the run game, and every single day I just try to get better and improve my game upon that.
You mentioned in the spring how this place was super comfortable to you, and you recognize people when you come in here. How much has that benefited you as you're going through your first camp here to have that level of comfort?
I feel like it benefited me a lot. Sometimes rookies, they'll come in to an unfamiliar environment, and they get nervous, they get homesick, stuff like that. But I feel like I haven't had that. I have people that have seen me grow up. Basically, I've been around the facility since a young age, and coming back, they greeted me, seeing familiar faces, and it's like basically just being like home. So I can feel very comfortable in that and just focus on football.
And you're still sleeping in your own bed, right?
Yeah, I still got my same room from a kid back home. So.
You've been obviously getting some work with the ones. I mean, how do you feel like you're performing so far, and at a level of trust they have in you right now?
Man, I'm just kind of focused on getting better every single day. There's always stuff I can improve on, but they did rotate me in a little bit with the ones, and I'm just trying to focus on making sure I continue to improve, continue to gain their trust, and do whatever I can to really help the team and just find my role.
How's it coming for you? How do you feel you're playing?
I feel like I'm doing very well, but I'm one of those players. I'm very critical of myself, and I want to try to get better every single day. The smallest detail I want to try to get and fix my game so I can become the best player I can possibly be.
What are the things that you feel like you need to get better at?
For me, I want to get better in all areas. I want to get better at block destruction, blitzing. I want to get better, in pass coverage. I just want to try to critique myself very harshly and continue to get better in all areas of my game.
Are you at the point where you're just dying to hit somebody?
Definitely. I mean, I got a few live reps in the scrimmage the other night, so that satisfying a little bit, and hitting the lineman out there. But it's really you really can't let loose on your teammates. So I'm waiting for that opportunity, to really go against some other opponents.
You let loose on Shipley, it looked like a little bit there on the sideline.
That was by accident. I kind of got in the moment a little bit too much. I was like in game mode for a second, and then I realized, oh snap! So I told him, I said that was my bad. I apologize to everybody, and ran back out there. But that was definitely by accident.
So a lot of rookies, when they go to the link for the first time, it's a pretty big deal for them. You've been there so many times. How did that feel for you Thursday night to go over there?
Oh no, it's definitely a big deal for me too, just because it's from a different perspective. When I was there before, it's going there to watch, the great players that were playing in there, the talented players, and watch the game and just be a fan. And now it's like I'm on the team and I'm playing out there on the field. So it's definitely a different vibe and a different feeling that you get.
It just come with that mindset to get better each and every day. Obviously, I'm a young guy, so I gotta earn my stripes and try to connect with these guys as much as possible. Just show that they can trust me and just little things like that, and just continue to work each and every day. Just come here with an open mindset, and the attitude that I want to be a part of this program, part of this this team, and win some big games this year.
Is there a player that you sort of patterned your game after coming up through high school and college?
I wouldn't say a specific guy. I just try to take traits from a bunch of guys in the league. Be able to work with Landon every single day. I mean, that's just a gift. He's such a good player and such a good role model, such a pro. Everything that he does on a daily basis. So we got a lot of vets in our room that have established themselves in this league. So just trying to take little bits and pieces from their game and apply it to myself.
What's the biggest adjustment? Your first NFL camp, obviously, between here and Michigan. How things are run. Your big adjustment to that.
Yeah, I think the biggest adjustment. You're in college. You're on the field for 3.5 hours, and you're getting probably 60 to 70 reps of practice. Whereas here, the reps are limited, and you gotta take advantage of those. Another thing is just how detailed everything is. The details on each and every single play, each and every single technique, just little things that can just help you win a play. Stuff's really huge on the little details and technique, and just trying to learn those each and every day. So I say that's the biggest change so far.
Trevor, what's the time like away from the field? You mentioned you don't get as much on-time field, as you did in college. So what's that time afterwards like?
Yeah, meetings, taking care of your body, making sure that your body's ready and primed to go each and every day for practice. I feel like the mindset in college is just go up there, beat Michigan beat the hell out of each other, build a callus. It's here. It's like trying to build a connection with your teammates, trying to show you, prove to the coaches that they can trust you, and just make sure your body's feeling 100% each and every day you come out here. So, I already did that, in college, just being a pro, just taking care of my body, eating the right things. So, I feel like it was a pretty easy adjustment for me.
How easy has it been for you to stay locked in for the mental stuff? So that kind of ramps up the walkthroughs versus all that physicality.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I actually enjoy it. I love the mental reps. I love learning each and every day. Like I said, I'm a rookie, so I'm trying to earn, my strides here. And, I'm wired in every single meeting, every single walkthrough, just trying to learn something. There's no point in just being lackadaisical. And, if there's something that you can pay attention to and learn from, that's just my mindset. I'm going to do that every single time.
How has Landon helped you?
Everything. I mean, he's probably getting annoyed with me so far. I ask him questions almost like every single drive. And, he's so willing, to help me out. He was in this position before, so, even all the older guys, I'll ask them questions, and they're helping me out as well. So I appreciate them, and I'm just trying to earn my strides, earn the respect as well.
You mentioned building the trust with coaches. Do you feel like that's growing, each and every day here at camp, and you seem to be getting some opportunities, with the ones and the twos? So.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be me each and every day. I feel like I came into this position, came here to Philadelphia for the Eagles, with the open mindset and, the mindset to get better each and every day. So, I think I'm proving that to them. Just showing style, that I'm listening every single, detail and technique. So, I'm just going to continue to grow each and every day. I'm going to give it my all.
Did the professional culture and the coaching that you got in Michigan help with that transition to make it a little more?
Most definitely, yeah, most definitely. Like situational stuff, I feel like that's a huge emphasis here.
Johnny, how you doing, man?
Good.
Johnny, you started to get some reps with the first team offense. What have those been like for you?
It's been great. Put in some work in the off season with Jalen and some of the other guys, and just building up those reps and that connection with everybody. Just the whole depth chart of receivers. It's been great getting some of those first team reps, and just trying to keep on building day in day out.
What are some of the benefits you see from the work you put in with Jalen in the offseason to translating over now to the practice field?
I feel like trust and connection with your quarterback and even the other receivers is just big on being able to make plays and being able to trust each other and know where everyone's going to be at the right spot at the right timing, and I feel like that played a big part in just everybody's connection this camp.
How do you earn the quarterback's trust?
You just be friendly with the quarterback, when he throws the ball's in the air. Just try to, just be, quarterback's best friend at the end of the day, so yeah.
Aaron Moorehead talked about your ability to bend. He says a lot of guys your size are a little stiff. Is that something that comes natural to you, or is it something that you work on?
Definitely something I had to work on. Started in high school, when I got into high school, I was lanky, long, stiff, kind of was just like, I just wanted to be the anomaly. I wanted to be different. I wanted to do things that other people couldn't do. So took a lot of work, and I still work on it every day.
How do you work on it? What's the regimen?
Just being able to, just warm up and just practice, dropping my weight, just getting in and out of my breaks, before practice, trying to get, my knees warmed up, ankles warmed up, hips, just being able to sink.
Aaron Moorehead talked about the importance of being in the huddle with the starters and kind of being able to get over the hump of feeling like you belong in that group. I guess, what was that like for you? Do you feel like you're there?
I definitely feel like now I've gotten a lot more comfortable with the offense and just the timing and pace of things. Definitely in the beginning it was kind of like holy crap, everything's just moving so fast. But then having guys like Jalen, AJ, Devontae Paris, other dudes in the room, you got this. You do this, always helping. It's made it a lot easier, the transition a lot easier. So.
Who are the players that you admire coming up and had their game?
Definitely, I've watched AJ and Devontae since they were in college. Those two guys, like I said, I've watched them since I was in college and I was in high school too. So, just trying to nitpick and take certain parts of everyone's game.
But non-Eagles, are there any other guys that?
Mike Evans, Devontae Adams. Like Calvin Ridley, his speed drive, the way he gets in and out of his breaks. Harold Carmichael, just watch how he attacked the ball, back when he played here. I could go on and on.
You played a lot of big stadiums before in college, obviously. What was the experience like going over to the lake for the
first time at first camp?
You know, it was great. You know, feeling the energy, feeling the energy from the fans, and you know, seeing the atmosphere for the first time. You know, it was surreal. I can only imagine, you know, what it's going to be like, you know, the season starts.
Have you had a chance to talk to Harold Carmichael at all? And if so, what did he tell you?
Yeah, you know, he's usually like OTAs. He's up here every Friday. You know, he comes to the building a lot. Every time I see him, you know, I love to chop it up with him. And every time, you know, if I can, you know, take some knowledge from him. If not, you know, just joke around, talk, you know, get a laugh. So.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Aaron, what have you liked from Britton Covey so far this camp?
Covey's doing a great job. He's, you know, just continually got better. You know, there's things you challenge him with that, you know, with a guy that's his size that you need to overcome being in this league. And, you know, he's worked on those things, and, you know, he's got a good rapport with Jalen, just being here now for the third year. And, you know, he's turning into a guy that we can trust, you know, just to do, you know, things that, you know, other guys have done in the past, and now it's going to be, you know, his turn to step up and have a chance to make some plays for us.
What does the next step for Devontae look like?
For who?
For Devontae. What does it look like?
You know, I think for him, there's plays I would say every year he's been here that he's left on the field for certain things, and, you know, just maybe a technique here, a technique there, and things that would have been big plays for us in games, and he knows that. And I think just finishing all the plays and making all the plays. Of course, there's things that happen within a season, within a game, but, you know, don't leave plays on the field, make them, and make sure that we're not, you know, putting anything out there on tape that shouldn't be out there, as far as just technique things, because he is thin, and guys are going to know that. They're going to want to put hands on him. Well, you got to make them pay if they're trying to do that. So, but he's been really good. I mean, he's had as good of a camp as he's had, probably the best camp since I've been here with him, and, you know, his confidence is through the roof, and he's continuing just to master his craft, and he's getting in that good part of his career where, you know, as long as he's doing the things he's doing, it's going to be hard to cover.
Because you were a tall receiver, does it benefit Johnny in any way in terms of helping him and teaching him, just because you kind of know what it's like to be a big receiver?
Yeah, I think that's probably a general thing as a bigger guy, bigger coach, that you there's things that happen where you go, oh, I've done that, don't do this, or hey, this is a great way that you did that, or hey, let's correct this and do that. Where, say, a guy like Covey, I never had to be in that position before in my life, so I have to work harder probably to coach Covey than I do a guy like Johnny. Yeah, it probably comes a little more natural, just seeing the things I need to see. So, you know, Johnny's doing a great job so far, continuing to learn, get better, but it's, you know, he's doing a good job so far.
When you think about, what did you like about him coming out of the draft?
Just his, you know, obviously his size, but the way he's able to bend. Most big guys can't bend; they're stiff, which is why it's harder to play wide out in the league. He can bend. He's not a stiff guy. He's got great catch radius. He's tough. And so all those things put together kind of was the intriguing part of Johnny.
We've seen Johnny get some reps with the first team the last couple of days. I guess when you think about his progress back from the spring, what stands out?
Just his knowledge of the offense, and now he's not swimming when he's out there. You know, and you know, every young player has to go in with the ones at some point. You got to be in the huddle with Jalen and Devontae and AJ and Lane, and it has to happen, and you see it and you get over it, you know. But sometimes it takes a couple practices to go, all right, whatever. They're in here just like I am, and you got to go play ball. So just his comfort being in there, his comfort with hearing Jalen call the plays versus maybe the backup call the plays. So just, you know, continuing to do that, and then understanding when you're in with the ones, you're going against a better secondary player every play. So the technique things you may get away with versus a second team guy, you're not getting away with when you go against Slay. You know, so that's something that he's gotten better at over these last couple days.
What goes into coaching and teaching these receivers in the new offense, where they're going to be moving around more, and how they read their routes and read defense?
I don't think about it too much as any different as far as teaching. I think you're teaching fundamentals, you're teaching football IQ, and you're allowing those guys to put their body work out and do the best they can so they can make the most plays. So for me, whether it's you know, an offense you've been in 3 years ago, an offense you've been in 13 years ago, you're teaching football IQ, you're teaching fundamentals, and you're allowing the guys to go play.
Why are you such a great receiver coach?
Follow up in the way that you can. what is the significant factor that kind of gives you most of the receivers as well?
I don't think that. I think it's just putting guys in position to make plays, and we have a couple really good receivers that we've got to be creative and continue to move them around and allow them to get themselves open. They're doing a good job, and I'm excited about just the progress we've made so far through the first couple weeks of camp.
Why are you such a great receiver coach?
I got great receivers. It makes me a great coach.
What have you seen from
Devontae's going to the podium.
Anais, you know, he's been in an interesting situation coming off the injury post pro day. Well, I think the big thing with John is just his confidence. You know, when you haven't played in a couple of years, it's hard to come out and just all of a sudden say, all right, I got to figure it out. You know, it doesn't matter how high you were drafted or what you've done in the past. So he's come out and done a good job. I think every day his body's getting a little bit more calloused to back to playing the game and understanding that, you know, it's getting back in the mentality that you're not going to feel as good as you have when you're just training. So that's been the big thing. And then obviously just getting out here and making some plays, having the confidence of the quarterbacks. And, you know, John is a guy that has great speed. We know that. He has good stop and start, which is probably the unique part of being such a fast guy, that he can stick his foot in the ground and burst and stick a foot in the ground and stop. And so just excited to continue to see him play and continue to see, you know, what his role can be here.
Recent trend in wide receivers, big ones, is putting them in the slot. Typically, you just kind of see them play on the outside. What does that do to opposing defenses in terms of mismatches? And what do you see like with defenses that are trying to kind of offset that?
Well, I think it's all about matchups on both sides of the ball and special teams. You know, you get a big guy, you try to match him up against a smaller guy. You get a big guy, you may need to match him up against. They want to match him up, put a bigger guy inside. So, you know, with Johnny or with Devontae or AJ, they all have unique things that when they're in the slot can bring a challenge to a defense, and the defense has to be ready for that. And week to week, it may change of who they want to go in there, and we've got to be ready to adjust to those on the fly. So to not be very vague about it, but it kind of is. It's a week to week thing of how a defense is going to play. Have they shown on tape that they're going to switch a guy from outside to inside, or have they shown that they're just going to keep the guy in there and that's how it's going to be, where now we know what matchup we have.